What's up? What they do, everybody? Oh my God. I'm like, can't hear anything. And I'm like, why I can't hear nothing? Because I ain't got on my headphones. Maybe we should start there. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. What they do, what they do. Happy Black History Month. Y'all, excuse my tardiness and me not being prepared properly. I was having a great conversation with my boo. So yeah. Listen, happy Black History Month, everybody. Tonight, Trinette, what's going on? I ain't see Trinette since COVID. Miss Desiree, I'm gonna let you in shortly. Tonight, y'all, I got a good. I need my mic, y'all. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, sorry. Tonight, I'm interviewing somebody that's really dope. She does marketing. I met her at a networking event. Ooh, okay. Now I can hear myself. Yeah, I met her at a networking event, and we met at the Miramar networking event. Yeah, the Miramar First Friday and Chill. Shout out to the city of Miramar. Shout out to Miss Tara. Shout out to to BB. Listen, when I tell you, if you've never been to the Miramar, city of Miramar's network and chill First Friday, it's a vibe. I don't like to go out to like clubs anymore. I like to just go to a nice lounge and to just really vibe and to really network with like-minded people. And so tonight's guest, I have Miss Desiree Whitehead. She is the CEO and chief strategist of Howl Marketing. And so this conversation explores what happens when marketing outgrows guesswork and how clarity systems and founder-led storytelling can drive real sustainable growth. Desiree breaks down strategy, first marketing, real room growth, and how founders can scale without losing their voice, values, or sanity. So she's gonna be coming on shortly, but I haven't been watching the Winter Olympics, but baby, the black women have been doing their thing. Let me just tell you, okay? So I want to just say the black women have made historical strides in the Winter Olympics, led by trailblazers like Erin Jackson, the first black woman to win an individual Winter Olympic gold, 500 meters speed skating. Listen, I can't skate that fast, okay? And Elena Myers-Taylor, the most decorated black athlete in Winter Olympic history, with 5 bobsled medals at the 2026 Winter Olympics. And Layla Edwards makes history as the first woman on the U.S. Olympic ice hockey team. The first black woman on the ice hockey team. You hear me? So shout out to Erin Jackson, Elena Myers-Taylor, and Layla Edwards for making history in the Winter Olympics. So listen, if y'all not watching the Olympics, we just gotta root for the black people. Big ups to Jamaica. United States, we don't have a lot of medals. Like I think Germany or Norland is I forgot, but we at the bottom. So we at the bottom. But I hope y'all ready for a good show tonight. Thank y'all for y'all that tuned in. If y'all don't know, I'm Miss Nene Gemini, the host with the most in a smile you can't forget. And I am an event host, a media personality, all around fun time. But basically what I do is I create the energy and create unforgettable moments by hosting events, hosting them. I'm the vibe curator. So if you have an event and you need a host, you need somebody to keep the flow of the program going, create unforgettable experiences. That's what Nene Gemini does. I also do event assistant, project management on the side. So if you ever need somebody, and day of coordinator. So if you ever need somebody that you need help with, like, to make sure the event goes smoothly, just hit me up. If you want to be on the podcast, this is Nini's Damn Podcast, where we talk to people that are doing impactful things in the community, in the neighborhood, in the state. I'm just trying to be great, and thank everybody that tuned in. So Miss Desiree, I'm finna invite you in. She's phenomenal. Make sure y'all follow, like, and subscribe. And also, I'm also on YouTube as well. Make sure you follow Nene Gemini, Miss Nene Gemini, MSNENE Gemini, like the zodiac sign. Y'all already know the best zodiac sign in the world. And then, so follow me on YouTube. And then Nini's Damn Podcast on YouTube as well. So I'm about to invite in Miss Desiree Whitehead. I just wanted to let y'all know. And also, we celebrating 100 years Black History Month. So celebrating. I love being Black. I love finding out new things about the Black culture. I'm also half Jamaican. So I just want to say that everybody, happy Black History Month. I'm about to let Miss Desiree in. And if y'all got any questions, just go ahead and put it in the chat, and then we'll get to them after the interview. Ooh, child, everything falling down. My Lord.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Miss Desiree Whitehead. Come on now.
Hey, Miss Nene, how we doing today?
I'm good. Y'all listen, Miss Desiree, she became my fake cousin, but
Mhm.
we still gotta do the test. We still gotta do the test to make sure we could be play cousins, because I can't be around here calling you my cousin and we ain't hang out yet. So it's due. It's coming soon.
You're right. Listen, we're both in green, so it's giving, it's giving cousins. It's
It's
giving
giving.
cousins.
I was like, look at my cousin in the green. Come on, Emerald.
Listen, and you can't tell me these smiles aren't cousins.
Yeah, yeah, y'all, we cousins. We in real life, we cousins. This my cousin. Let me do it again. Let me reintroduce you, y'all. Let me introduce y'all to my newfound cousin, Desiree Whitehead. She my cousin on my daddy friend side. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's my cousin.
Mhm. And happy Black History Month. I'm rooting for everything Black.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Listen, thriving.
Say it again. Say it again.
Thriving.
Mm-hmm. That's with a capital T. Okay.
Yes, it feels right. It feels right. I'm so excited for this conversation. I was a little bit nervous, but I feel like, it's exciting to get on camera and chat.
Okay, how you nervous and this is what you do? Like you talk all the time. You have videos of you going live. I don't understand. Please.
Neither do I. Neither do I. No, you know what it is? It's a new environment. Like I'm always heads down behind the scenes. And I think that's the hard part, to pause, reflect, see yourself, to answer questions, to talk about what you do. I really
Right.
love just doing the work. So it's hard for me to pause and talk about the work sometimes.
I love that. Well, that's what we here for. I love to get people out of their comfort zone.
Yes. Yes,
So Miss
yes.
Desiree, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Yes. So I'm Des. I'm Desiree Whitehead. I'm a South Florida native, born and bred here in Broward County. I started my marketing business 9 years ago after leaving corporate. So what I do, marketing magic. I think I help businesses create systems that allow them to grow and scale with marketing. But that sounds, what does that mean? Right? It's like, what does that really mean?
What
If
is
you The
that?
Super Bowl. The Super Bowl just happened. So imagine Bad Bunny is my client. He gets
Mm.
booked to work at the Super Bowl. So the ads that ran, we run those ads. The billboards that went up, we designed the billboards, right? The choreography, the orchestration, the systems that went in place to make sure that he showed up, showed out, and nothing went wrong. That's what we do. We are a strategic architect, but we do it through marketing. So that's social media, websites, events, marketing, and everything in between.
Nice, nice, nice. So as a kid, how were you? Like, were you the one that was always like, okay, if we having a party, a birthday party, were you the planner? Were you the one drawing out like this Desiree party, come to my party, yes or no? Were you like the one that say, okay, I want blue for the color scheme and I want some yellow flowers? Like, how were you as a kid? Like, how did you get into marketing? Like, how?
It's in
Did you
my
just wake
blood.
up?
It's
Oh,
in
okay.
my blood. When I tell, so you are describing my childhood. So the birthday parties, the sleepovers, I was at the store with my mom, shopping for themes, making sure the tablecloth matched the cups. Well, it's an underwater theme, so we need blue and turquoise, but can you layer over shells so that it feels like an ocean? I'm a creative for sure by nature, but I think what it is I love to create. I love to
Mm.
tinker. I love to break things and see if I can make it different. I like
Right,
to really figure out what someone's passion is and like figure out how to tell their story. I have a gift in
right.
that regard for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's cool. I like that. I like that. And I love your logo.
Oh, thank
Tell
you.
me about how you came to design that logo because let me tell you why. I'm a visual hands-on learner, right?
Yes.
So when you see the logo, you don't know if the business is woman led or if it's led by a man.
Right.
So and then it's like the colors black and red, and then you have like the wolf howling,
Yep.
like the wolf is like this.
He's just like this, you know, he's just howling.
Yeah. So how did you come up with that concept?
To be honest, well, the creative side of me for sure, but it was a whiteboarding session. So I usually have a couple of whiteboards in my office. But what happened was I could not figure out how to define who I was and what I did.
Okay.
And I didn't just want to be Desiree LLC, right? I didn't just want to be Desiree Whitehead and Co.
Right.
And I said, I want to be able to show up and allow my brand to enter the room far before I ever do. I think when I was in corporate, the company that I work for was like what I led with. I wanted this to be different. And
Mm-hmm.
so I really went to define the core values of integrity, strength, and when I did my workshop with myself, where I really said, when we think strength, when we think creativity, when we think focus, when we think about the way that we passionately approach marketing, the wolf came first, the name came second. And I think I like to tell the story of, let's think about we're in the wild, okay, cousin? So we in the wild now. Now we're in Florida, but we go out to the wilderness and we see a wolf out there at a lake. From afar, it's majestic. It's appreciated. You can respect a wolf. That's our
Mm-hmm.
end product. And I was like, ooh, there's something scary about a wolf, but you respect a wolf. And so,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think I just really leaned into that. And I said, if I'm going to own the space like I expect to, I want it to be strong. I want it to be powerful. And I want to dominate. And I want to be the alpha when it comes to marketing. And so, respectfully, you know, that's how marketing came to fruition.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So, how marketing was built on the idea of bringing order to marketing that's outgrown guesswork. What's
Yep.
usually the first sign that a founder or brand has outgrown winging it, even if that looks successful on the outside?
Ooh, okay. It has to come from the founder. And I think what it looks like is you figured some things out, right? You have a little bit of success. Maybe you're getting clients or you're getting sales if you have a business where you're selling something. So you
Mm-hmm.
have some success, but you can't repeat it. Every month isn't consistent. You have
Right.
ups and downs, dips and lows. And I'm not talking about seasonality. And you
Right.
can't anticipate the next sale or the next meeting. And so
Mm-hmm.
when you have hit the point where you have had growth, you have had success, but you
Right.
cannot figure out the why, and you have numbers but you don't get why people come to the website, or you don't know if social media is working, and you have a little bit of a team, you are prime. You are prime for me to come in and help analyze your business, to just help say, hey, let's look under the hood and let's see when's the last time you got an oil check, right?
Mm. I like
Hmm.
that. I,
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. So you talk a lot about clarity, strategy, messaging, and alignment across sales and operations. So why do you think so many businesses skip clarity and jump straight to volume, and what does that cost them long term?
Confusion in the market. And what I mean by that is nobody knows what you're saying. Nobody understands what you're selling. And so
Right.
what happens when you skip the step of figuring out who you are,
Right.
defining it, owning it, and putting it on paper, right? Then you try to jump to just selling the thing. Every time someone asks what you do or what your business is, you answer it five different ways. That
Mm-hmm.
creates confusion in the market. And so it's like we know what golden arches mean, right? We know if we hear a sizzle in a commercial, it's probably Burger King. We know if we see a square patty, it's Wendy's. And
Mm-hmm.
so there are just some things that you have to do. And a lot of companies try to skip straight to execution. And it's like, please hold. Who are you? Who are you going after? Why do they need you? How do you actually solve their problem? And then
Right.
do you actually solve their problem or do you think you do? Because if you've never pressure tested, then what are we doing? But that's kind of how it goes. That's the steps, that's the process, and those are the like red flags that start to pop up.
Okay, I like that. I like
Mhm.
that. You know your stuff. The yes,
Hey,
Ebony.
Ebony.
Yes, the oil change analogy was fire. Yes. So go ahead and y'all put y'all fires in the comments, please,
You know
because it
what? Well,
was.
because how many of us skip everything? It's like the lights are on in the car. It's why is your engine light on? The tire pressure lights on, and a lot of
Right.
times, if you don't understand what those signs mean, you don't know to check it. And so I'm the person, the expert that comes in because I know what to look for. So that I could just point out all the flaws and we can plug up all the holes.
That was good. That was good. I see why the wolf is, yeah, it makes sense now that we getting deep into this. I understand. Okay. So how can founders show up visibly and authentically without turning their brand into constant self-promote? This is a good one. Self-promotion or burning themselves out.
Ooh, first of all, be authentic. Let me look dead at the camera. Be authentic because if you I just did a post on this. If you chase trends,
Mm-hmm.
you are not being true to yourself, right? I think if you can just be authentic, and that's the first thing I teach my clients is that's why I try to really get to know who people are. So, yeah, I think it's if you can be authentic with yourself, which means you know what you do, you know how you get it done, you know the value that you bring, nobody
Mm-hmm.
should be able to tell you anything. And then your customer will confirm that. And then everybody's happy.
It's how you like you say like the little cute voice and then you like everybody's happy like
It's just right. People say I make marketing fun, and I'm like, do I make it fun or do I just say it with a smile?
and I think that's what it is because like I've heard so many marketing like pitch decks and people in marketing, right? And it's just like, girl, shut up. Get out my face. Just girl, please. Just stop because it comes off
Yeah.
as too salesperson and
Hmm.
too I'm really trying to pitch you something. You and I guess it is because you do it with a smile, but it just seems like so genuine.
Hmm.
Like okay, she know what she talking about, especially if you hit her with the oil change analogy. And look, if you say that to a man, he gonna be like, "Oh, she
Oh,
know about her car. She
yeah.
know a little bit because we we have been pinned that we don't know nothing about our cars. We'll take care of our car. We don't know when we need an oil change. The tire
Hmm.
about to pop. It got too much pressure in it. So that I love that. I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Start there. Start there. That be clear on what you do and why you're
right.
doing it. And then you don't have to worry about being confused because everything that comes after that will just fall into line. I'm writing a book about all of this. And
Yes,
so
ma'am. I'm
um,
here for it.
yes.
We gonna have you back on for National Authors Month. That's in October, so
Ooh, okay. Let me note it.
just just saying. So okay, you've coined the term real room growth, which really stands out. Can you explain what that looks like in practice and why being present in your community still matters in a digital first world?
I think let's just talk about COVID, right? It's like, unfortunately, this is now part of the conversation, but I
Mhm.
think when back to COVID, everybody was scared. I think we all know someone who lost someone if we didn't lose someone close to us. And so after that, it was very hard to transition outside of Florida because Florida acted like there was no COVID. But
We was outside. We was outside. We didn't care.
I was inside, y'all, growing my business. But to that point, right? I had all these clients who had business lawyers, people who had foot traffic companies, and they were like, everything's shutting down, people can't come. What do I do? And I was like, well, we pivot, right? We need to show up for people where they are. And so I community is so important to me, but I also didn't have community until lately. Like I talk about this a lot. It makes me it's a soft point for me because I wish I had the community that I've created, right? I wish I had the tribe back then when I was fresh out of undergrad or fresh out of my master's. I didn't have mentorship. And so
Mm,
community it's a cheat code.
right,
Community is your shortcut to mentorship, to finding self, to finding support, to being able to bring your crazy ideas to a group of people that won't judge you, right?
right,
And then they can say, oh, I know somebody that knows somebody that can maybe actually help with that app. And so
right,
if you just lean into community and find the
right.
community that is right for you, it is, I wish I could tell my younger self that, like she would be so proud of who I am today. But community is the cheat code to success and to greatness because it will shave years of expensive mistakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a business owner, as a solopreneur, I just jumped. I was like, God got me. And I was like, all right, we outside. And just said, okay, Lord, if we fail, it was intentional. And he was like, no, here's your parachute, right? We're going to ascend. And so I trusted my community. I had to lean on my community in
Right.
those moments where I no longer had my corporate parachute. And so, yeah, community is everything to me. And I'm always promoting mentorship. So, yeah, if you can find community, tribes, and maybe at the end, maybe in Q3, we could also come back and talk about some other things that I'm building for the Black community because we need more of us.
Yes, we do. So, do you offer mentorship?
I do. I do. Through a couple different ways. We have internships, right?
Mhm.
So internship and mentorship to me go hand in hand. So for those young people who are looking to have a career in marketing, communications, or public relations, but then on the other side, I find myself getting approached to be a mentor in a lot of different ways. I speak on a panel, someone hears something and they approach me. So yeah, if you are listening, if you listen, or if you get shared this video and you like what you hear and you hop over to my page and you like what you see, DM me and let's have a conversation. But I absolutely offer mentorship.
Exactly. I love that. So, as a Black woman scaling a service based business, you've seen the behind the scenes realities of growth. What's one hard truth about scaling that doesn't get talked about enough? And how can strategy actually create freedom instead of pressure?
Ooh, I would say, how can strategy create freedom instead of pressure? I'm a planner and an organizer by nature. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that that's like my gift to the people because if you would just put things on paper and document your hopes, the dreams, what you want to do, and then the steps needed to accomplish them, it
Mm-hmm.
allows you to do so many things. It holds you accountable, but it gets things out of ideation and it starts to put it into motion. And I think so often people have a hard time getting started. And it's the consistency, it's the discipline of putting in day after day, hour after hour, failure after failure, and
Mm.
still getting up and then still doing it all again, not knowing if failure's on the other side. And
Mm.
so putting one foot in front of the other, you have to do so much more than that. You have to be relentless. You have to be so disciplined that your desire for greatness far outweighs the idea of comfort and complacency.
Oof, child. You just said a whole scripture. Amen. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
Amen. No,
It's
that was
true.
that is true. I could agree to that. Man, you are the goat. No, you're not the goat. You the wolf.
Ooh, I
You
like
like that?
that. I like that. I'm not the goat. I'm the wolf. Ooh, I'm
Put that
clipping
on a
that.
put that on a shirt. You need to put that on a shirt.
I'm gonna put that on a shirt. Hold on, let me get.
I'm I'm dead ass serious. Dead ass. Yeah. Put it look, put it on a shirt, put it on some magnets.
Yeah,
You the marketing queen.
that's why I had to bust out the pen and paper. This moment will not be forgotten.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, signed, sealed, and delivered. Back to us. Apologies.
You good, cousin. Okay, so we're gonna get into some fun rapid fire questions. Only one word, right?
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
So I don't know. I just like to ask all my guests this.
Yes.
So we going to karaoke. We're gonna do a song. You're gonna do a song and then we're gonna do a duet.
Okay.
So what song are we going to sing together?
Ooh, okay, cousin. Duet.
Now, cousin, you know I'm from Broward. I'm from
Listen.
Broward. I like a little mixture of a little Cash Money, J.
You
Cole,
okay?
Jay
Because
Z.
I wasn't sure if we were gonna go Young Money, right? Like the Cash Money. I feel like we need to go a little OG. I'm think because it's any. You know what it is? Ooh, let me. Because the OG Des. I could go. Well, oh no no no. Hold on.
Okay.
I might want to do a little Trick Daddy. I might do
Okay.
Trick. I
What we
might want to.
doing? You don't know name?
Are we aren't allowed to curse on here. So there's
Yeah.
anybody know any but all you know is when you hear the beat.
Oh, the little drum.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because there's just there, you know what I'm saying? The way that you're a hype woman, you know, the vibes would be there. And it would just be like, does anybody want to come
I
see?
come.
And if, you know,
I
I just
B
be
T double
double
D.
up, you know,
Yeah.
that's us. That would be us on, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah. That
that would
would
be the
like.
duet.
You know what? That is a good song because I Nene Gemini transforms. She has on
Right.
sunglasses and like we be on tables. We like, let's go.
Or we could do Rick Ross. Like there would be, I don't, you know, it depends on what genre, what decade we're doing. But yeah, I would
Okay,
start,
and how we feeling?
you
And
know,
yeah,
exactly. Is it
okay.
R&B night? Okay.
You right. You see you are a planner because I didn't think if it would be R&B night,
Totally different
if
vibe.
it's trap karaoke,
That's a
if
different
it's gospel karaoke. I
options.
see you right. So what song are you gonna do solo?
Okay. So I can't sing, but after a little bit of liquid courage, there's usually Chris Brown or Whitney Houston. And I know that those are extreme opposites, but
Okay.
I'm an OG Chris Brown fan. And so I'm probably singing You by Chris Brown, word for word, top to bottom, not missing a key.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Okay. All right. Coffee order when you're deep in strategy mode.
Ooh, easy, double espresso with sugar.
You say that out, bro.
Easy.
Okay. Um, whiteboard or Notion?
Double whiteboard. I have two of them, and it's technically four because they're double sided.
Oh my
I'm old
God.
school. I need to see the things. I need to
Yeah.
feel. I still have a whole whiteboard digitally, but it all starts on the real whiteboard in the office.
Yeah. It's something about just like writing. It's just
Hmm.
it's something so different. Okay, let me see. Behind the scenes or center stage.
Oh, behind the scenes, I have a huge fear of public speaking. Surprisingly, I know we ain't got to talk about it.
Okay. Okay. I listen, I could attest to that because people don't be understanding that Nene Gemini is extroverted and introvert. I'm an ambivert and I'm okay. And I just learned it's something new called oververt or something. Somebody told me last week, but
Mhm.
But yeah, I was like, well, yeah, that's me. Because if I ain't got a host,
Yeah.
I ain't got to do no podcast, baby. I'm on the couch in my fuzzy slippers, fuzzy socks, my hoodie, and my sweatpants, and my reading glasses on.
Right.
Don't talk to me. Don't ask me nothing. Phone on do not disturb. And I hope y'all don't need no notary that day because I'm not trying to move.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm definitely, yeah, I'm behind the scenes all day.
Okay. Okay. One word you wish founders would stop using in marketing.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a great question. One word that I wish founders would stop using in marketing. Ooh, this might be controversial. I'm thinking. Oh gosh, Nini, this one you caught me really for the okay. One word that I wish people. I'm gonna say no. I don't know. I feel like there's not a word that is overused in my world because I teach people the right words. But if I had to say a word, I don't know why this is so hard as a
You
marketer.
teach this. You teach this stuff, Desiree Whitehead. Come on, you are not the goat. You're the wolf. I need you to tap into that. You're not the what? You're not the
But
what?
this,
What the?
okay.
You're not the.
So, all right, let me look at the camera. So, the word that I need every marketing founder to stop using is, ooh, I don't, you know what? I'm going to be controversial. I'm going to say funnel. And hear me out.
Okay.
I want us to stop using, I know it's one word, but it comes with an and. Funnel to just be for the sake of funnel. I think we need to start thinking linear. We need to think about there's so much more that happens
Right.
instead of just like this up and down motion. That's going to be super controversial, but that's the word funnel.
Okay. Messy idea or polished plan? What excites you more?
Messy idea.
Why?
I'm a creative, so I love to make a mess. Like I would rather whiteboard, sketch, mock up, use AI to help me render all before what our
Mm-hmm.
final product is always going to be perfect. It's always going to be flawless, but I
Right.
live to be in the mess. And I love to say that I color outside of the lines creatively. So, yes,
Listen, only like creative people will understand that when you say I color outside the lines. Because when you said it, I'm like, oh, she's an artist. Is she
that
serious
part.
about her shit?
Exactly. I love that you clocked that.
Oh, okay. Early mornings or late night strategy sessions.
I'm a wolf, but I'm also a late night owl.
Ooh, come on now. Um, Biggest marketing myth you love busting.
Marketing's easy. That's what y'all need to stop saying, founders. Okay, let's run it back. Ask me the question again, Nini.
What's one word you wish founders would stop using in marketing?
Easy. Stop saying marketing's easy because it's not.
Period.
That's
That's when you
it.
drop the mic. Bop. Drop the mic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Desiree, before we wrap it up, tell the people where they can find you at, connect with, mentorship.
I'm everywhere. So I'm where y'all are. You can find Desiree. I'm Des the Fractional CMO on Instagram. You can find my company, Howl Marketing, on Instagram, Howl Marketing HQ. We're on TikTok as well, Howl Marketing. You can find Des Fractional CMO or Desi Smiles. And I'm also on LinkedIn. So please come connect. The website is howl-marketing.com. Just look for the wolf.
Black and red, black and red. So, do you have any upcoming events coming up? Any community initiatives that you want the people to know about? What? Go ahead and plug what you got going on, Desiree.
Outside of the workshops that I teach, which y'all can definitely find out more about on our website, I'm going to be at the National Sales Networking. They have a blueprint brunch that's happening at the end of this month. I'll also be in Miami at the Miami Beach Chamber. They have a members night out. So I'm trying to be in the community. I've traveled the world. I'm trying to bring my talents, keep my talents, and infuse marketing into South Florida. So yeah, from Boca to South Florida to Miami, everywhere in between. That's where y'all can find me.
Nice, nice, nice. I love this. Did you have fun? I enjoyed this.
Listen, this was thank you so much for the invitation. I really listen. We need a in life. We need a IRL, right? We're still need to
And
connect, but this was wonderful. I appreciate you putting me in front of the people. It's a pleasure.
of course, of course, of course. And if you're a founder who's tired of reacting and ready to lead with intention, clarity, and systems that actually scale, this is the moment to tap in with Howl Marketing. Listen, I'm gonna tag her all her posts once I repost this. Y'all hit Desiree up. She's the best. She's not the goat. She's the wolf.
How
Oh, come on, you better say it. Listen, Des, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for taking time, and big ups to Sarah. Tell Sarah thank you.
I will. I will for coordinating. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for having me. Until next time.
Until next time, everybody be blessed, be great, be amazing. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not doing anything on February 28th, 2026 from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., I will be hosting this year's fifth annual Black Lux Music and Picnic Festival. It's on my page. It's pinned on Nene Gemini page. It's pinned on Nene Zan podcast. Y'all pull up because it's going to be a movie. You know, I don't know who we got coming out, but pull up. Thank you, Miss Desiree Whitehead. Cousin, we got to set something up. I will see
Yes,
you
yes.
soon.
I'll see you
And,
soon.
and happy Valentine's Day. Happy Black History, all my
Yes.
peoples.
Yes, yes. Happy Black History, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day.
All right, we out. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Des.
Thank you.